You're listening to the VHS Vice Podcast.
Hello and welcome. This is VHS Vice, a podcast about movies and other such things. I am Diego Serratos. To my left, joining me is my good friend Kurtis Burow. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Very nice.
Oh, yeah, very nice. Nice to meet you.
So I wanted to start this movie podcast because I love movies and you like movies a lot.
Yes, I do
And-
like movies.
And I
kind
actually
of was in a movie.
Yeah, we actually have an actual movie star in our ploy, and I have to say it's definitely for me and my dad, it was one of our favorite movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ever. It was so. Explain, sir. What work did you do?
Well, I was a little kid in the end of the movie who got killed by what was his name?
Okay, which movie? First off.
Okay, the movie was Species. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Species, 1995.
Yes.
How old were you when you did that?
3.5.
Oh my god. So okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was 6 years old when that came out.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me, Curtis, this is like one of the most amazing things ever because I never thought I'd meet the kid from one of like my favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
At least from like the past, because like that was definitely in my VHS collection.
Oh, yeah. It's a good one.
So tell me about your experiences on the set and everything, dude.
Experiences that I remember, because I was so young,
Yeah.
were pretty good. I remember spending hours in the makeup trailer being slimed.
Yeah.
And
There's a
then-
lot of slime in that movie.
Yeah. And then the scene for the CGI to get my attention
Okay.
when I turn into the monster.
Mm-hmm.
The director had this, I want to say it was a Cabbage Patch doll.
Oh, really?
It was some kind of like doll.
Some stuffed animal of sorts?
No, it was a girl doll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like a baby, and he would throw it at me, and I would throw it at him. So we were having like a fight with this doll. And then when they put me into the styrofoam cave, they kept yelling at me because I was picking at the styrofoam.
Oh, it was like super sensitive, wasn't it? Like super cheap, kind of?
Yeah, well, it was like what you get in boxes for computers and stuff.
Okay.
So I was picking at it because it was fun.
Stop that, Curtis!
And then with the rat, that was actually Big Red.
Oh, really?
So as a 3-year-old, I did the cinnamon challenge because I had like globs of Big Red gum in my mouth.
Oh, God.
And it's still to this
the
day
pain.
one of my favorite gums.
it got
chew.
solidified right then and there.
Yeah, because it was either gum or licorice, and I was like, I don't want licorice.
Oh, God. Black licorice?
No, it was red licorice.
Oh, man. Sounds good.
But I liked Big Red, so that's what I
Okay.
picked.
That works.
And one of the times that I was just hanging out in the trailer, Natasha Henstridge wanted to come and meet me, so I got to hang out with her for a little bit.
Oh, I'm so jealous!
My dad was mad when he came home and my mom
Oh.
told him that. He was like, I was at work and you were playing around with a model.
Hell yeah, it was, Dad. Aren't you proud of me?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man, that is the coolest. That was like the coolest fucking story I've ever heard.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Oh, man.
Good memories.
Yeah, I bet. Like, I'd always watch that movie. Like I'd watch that movie constantly.
Oh, it's a good one. I still watch it, and I've
Yeah,
watched
I mean-
it with friends, and it's one to kind of laugh at now because it is kind of cheesy.
The CG is a
The
little.
CGI is
it's-
it's a little off.
Good for the time, but
Yeah.
definitely you can see the work now.
Oh
You
yeah,
can see the work,
absolutely.
yeah.
And when I tell people that I was in a movie, I kind of explain that I was in a softcore porn because it kind of is.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
there's not a lot of like direct nudity. It's all indirect.
It is.
It's all very
But there's a lot of sexual scenes.
Yeah. Well, you kind of can't have a movie with a supermodel and not have at least a little something sexy.
Yeah, you're right.
just a little something. Oh man, that's great. So, was it the director that was throwing the Cabbage Patch doll at you? Or?
Yeah, the director. It was.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was the director.
Okay, so. Okay.
Because when I went to the movie release, he called me over and picked me up, and
What?
it was kind of, yeah.
That's cool. Okay, wow. So the director is Roger Donaldson, and he famously also directed Dante's Peak.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Dude, that was
also.
one of my favorite movies too. I actually, I think I downloaded it and watched it like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Just because I was feeling the need to like dig back into my childhood for a sec,
Yeah.
and that's still like I don't care how cheesy it is. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
That's a good one.
When the old grandma Ruth, like she like sacrifices herself.
Yeah.
In the like acid lava water lake.
And those kids.
Oh god, those kids. Those kids were funny.
Yeah.
Like being all renegade and stuff, trying to like save their grandma.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. And like Pierce Brosnan, what a mismatched character for
Oh gosh, yeah.
for that movie. Like, was he like a British geologist or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah.
That was such a great movie.
And then
Linda Hamilton, dude, that was like one of her. I think that was like her peak.
and wasn't he also James Bond about that time too?
It was a little bit after.
A little
I
bit
think.
after,
Yeah,
okay.
it was a little bit after that with was it Tomorrow Never Dies?
It was GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was
and
the
that
first
came
one.
out-
Tomorrow Never Dies, and The World Is Not Enough.
GoldenEye came out in 96, I want to say. 95, 96.
Probably
somewhere
like
in there.
yeah.
Because I know Tomorrow Never Dies came out in 97.
Mm-hmm. I remember purchasing that on
Yeah.
VHS in '98. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That's
such
still
a-
one of my favorite James Bond movies. Is Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah, that's out of like the entire Bond collection,
Not entire, but with
Okay. The Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the Daniel Craig?
Daniel Craig's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. But then was it like one of those last Bond movies he did? He was like sensitive and like it's like sexually ambiguous, and it was really strange. It was really it became like a really like a GQ kind of Bond feel.
Oh no.
And I didn't like it at all. It was too it was a little too like complex of a character for me.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one because I heard that it wasn't that great.
It wasn't.
So I didn't want to.
But that's just like that's all like a matter of opinion. You might as well like just like get drunk and watch the movie once and see what you think about it then, because you're a little bit more forgiving towards things in that state of mind.
Okay.
You know?
I tried watching the beginning, and it was like after Adele finished the song, and I was like, I'm done.
That's right. Adele did that song. Oh yeah. That wasn't that great of a song either.
It won Grammys, and I think she won an Oscar for it.
That's good. That's good. But I don't know. It just didn't feel Bondy. It did. Oh, the stupid cat! Quit playing with things. Come here.
Yeah, I don't know. She did better than Madonna in Die Another Day, though.
Oh man, you know what? I kind of try and forget about that.
Yeah. I can't because I just can't stand
just
Madonna.
embedded in your memory.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't stand Madonna in movies, but I think she's made some cool music.
No,
like the
in
song
the 80s,
Music.
She was good. Yeah, that was okay.
Music makes the people. It was good pop at the time.
Yeah.
And let's face it, like the early thousands and like late 90s were just like a black hole for pop music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It still is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have like Justin Bieber and One Direction.
Miley Cyrus. Well, One Direction's done. They're separated.
Oh yeah, finally.
Jonas Brothers are done.
Oh,
so we don't
oh
have
my
those
God!
anymore.
I forgot about the Jonas Brothers.
Well, we have Nick Jonas being as gay as possible.
What do you mean? Like Like
Oh no,
flamboyant or
no, going after models and shit.
Oh.
No, not gay in the homosexual way.
Oh, okay.
in the I'm jealous way.
Oh, okay. I got you. I was in One Direction. I was in the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, you're cute. Disney, right? Oh, bye. A little too soft around the edges for me.
Gosh. Get back here, Jonas Brothers, huh?
We have more music to make for little girls, huh?
We need to make their Chinese tingle, huh? Oh, gosh.
Turns out the guy that did the voice for Mickey Mouse was in One Direction.
Yeah.
No, not really.
No.
Can you imagine? Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Can you imagine, like, if, like, One Direction or Jonas Brothers sang songs as Mickey Mouse?
Oh, that would be hilarious.
You make my sun shine, ha, baby.
Oh, gosh. And then Miley Cyrus is even worse.
Well, Miley Cyrus has become, like, a public act of defilement.
I just see her as the young version of what Madonna tries to be today.
Madonna did have, like, a weird phase, but I think she's trying to go, like, I think Miley Cyrus is trying to go, like, punk Lady Gaga.
Ooh.
And, that set of words really leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
But like, that's kind of the best way to explain her. Just to remind everybody, this is a movie podcast.
Yeah, we're kind of getting off topic.
No, that's okay. It's okay. It's called VHS Vice. It's VHS and other things associated with, whether it be music and what have you. It's fine. We're just letting you know how we feel.
Yeah.
No,
at least we're not getting into politics because that's bad.
You know what? Yeah, it's actually for some of the other podcasts that I've like hosted. It's been really hard to stay away from politics. You can't escape it.
And then it just takes over the whole thing.
Yeah, it was
because you start debating with your friends.
Yeah, and then you love your friends, but your friends have like a twisted view on politics to begin with sometimes. So it's just like, well, let's just not even go there.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That's like the black zone.
Yeah.
Because it's like a big black hole. Because you don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah, and you don't want anyone to like storm off angrily or anything like that.
Exactly.
like I definitely have had like a friend or two who just like they can't hang and they just like storm off out of the room and just like, I feel really bad. Why'd you do that? Like, we were just having a conversation, and you're just like, hey, wait,
I'm sorry,
sir, excuse me, sir, you forgot your conversation over here.
Get back here! I'm not finished with you.
I'm not finished. Oh, that's good. Oh man. Okay, so let's go back to movies for a bit. So you were actually in a movie. And I actually, my parents attempted my mom met my dad in like 1995. They got married pretty soon after. And he had a daughter, so I had a stepsister. And, so our parents were like, hey, we were listening to the radio and we heard a commercial for John Robert Powers, the kid casting, whatever. And so we set up an audition and we go, and apparently they were looking for a Latino boy and girl around our age range.
Okay.
Because, so basically, in short, I had a chance to be in Spy Kids.
Oh shit!
I was very close to being the ginger kid.
Oh, that would have been.
So I would have actually matched the way that what's his name? Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have actually like looked like I was related to him.
Oh, okay.
Unlike the provided child characters in the movie, which just like you're adopted, right? You must be adopted. Two rich parents that don't really seem to have enough time to like actually make a child. Yeah, you guys are fucking adopted.
Yeah.
So like the contracts for that are pretty expensive. It's like $1,200 for like makeup alone or something like that.
Oh, okay.
To begin with, so at the time it's just like, well, yeah, like we gave you the chance, but like your parents can't afford like the contracts. Like it like sorry.
Oh, that sucks.
And I kid you not, I was like 17. I was like 16 going. No, 16. I was probably like 17 already. They actually had me on file. They called me back
Oh, wow.
They called me, and this was actually, like another 8 years later.
Mm-hmm.
They called me back, and somehow they had my mom's information and everything. Like, they tracked her down. They were like, so yeah, we're like, doing casting calls again. We came across your son in our archive files, and we'd like for him to come back and see how he's doing, and maybe we have something for him.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I go back, and at the time I'm just like I'm like a heavy stoner fat skateboarder kid with not like long hair, but it's like kind of shaggy.
Okay.
So as they're going through explaining to the big room of all the potential castees or what have you, they get onto like the people that they're looking for in my age range, which is 16 to 18, with fit six-pack abs and so, and everybody, I was the only older male of my age range in the room, so the whole room just turns to me, and I'm just like, no, that's not me, sorry. So I think what got me I think it was my charisma.
Okay.
That got me back there, but no, that's so boisterous. I'm terrible. So they had me read it was a sheet for LA Looks hair gel, and I just went full on LA Looks, you'll look great, just I just went I just through the fucking roof. I knew I wasn't gonna get work anyway, so I
had fun with it.
I had as much fun as I could without getting kicked out.
Yeah.
So I kind of make an ass of myself, and he's like, that was good. And I was like, are you fucking serious? That was not good. I was like, I'm fooling with your head right now. You're not supposed to react that way.
You're supposed to be like, okay then.
Yeah. Oh, okay then. We'll give you a call back.
Yeah.
That's the proper reaction. And it's just like, no, I'm not going to get a call back. But he said it was good. It's like, no. So he gave me something else to read, and it was another hair gel commercial, like a fake one for something, for a hair gel company that no longer exists, I believe.
Okay.
So I read it, and I read it completely different. I put more of myself into it, because I'm like, okay, well, he's taking me seriously. I might as well put some work into it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he says, okay, that was great. Well, we'll give you a call. And I was like, bastard. You got me. You tricked me. You gave me a taste of my own medicine. But yeah, I don't know what the heck I would have been in if they had picked me up for any sort of casting call or whatever. But I'm kind of glad that I didn't go through with it in a way, because
same here.
Then I wouldn't have enough time to go upon my personal endeavors, which is music, art, and cars, and technology and shit. I would have absolutely no time to be myself.
Yeah. I've had people ask me, why didn't you pursue the movie career? And I was like, well, have you seen Macaulay Culkin? I don't want to be like him,
exactly.
Because most child stars,
they end up kind of messed up, man.
End up heroin addicts or complete nuts.
There's just too much money, and there's a lack of a childhood.
Yeah.
So you're trying to have all that fun,
all at one time.
Yeah, as an adult, and because you're having all that fun now as an adult, you have access to things you never had before, I don't know, unlimited drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
Friends that are into the same thing, rehab clinics.
Yeah, Betty Ford will become your best friend.
Oh yeah, or Cedar Sinai.
Sinai, yeah.
That's a great one too. Not that I've gone to rehab for anything,
Yeah, same here.
I've always been smart enough to I have I've done a couple things in the past. I've had ecstasy and LSD or whatever. But I've always been very moderate. I've always seen people not personally, but I've
watch videos or whatever.
People overdosing and just people not having a good time. And it's just how do I prevent that at all times?
Yeah, exactly.
You have to have a rational bone in your body if you want to have some fun. And I don't do any of this shit now because being an adult is awesome, and you have to
exactly.
You have to you have to compose yourself.
You had your fun
times.
in your teenage years, and now it's
exactly.
serious.
Yeah, exactly.
Time to start thinking not seriously, but kind of get your mind set for
Yeah, like,
the
you know,
future.
just yeah, just stabilize yourself and whatnot.
Yeah. Exactly. This cat.
That is a cat. So, Curtis, tell me about movies that you like.
Movies that I like.
Let's say, like, give me your, like, top 3.
Oh, that's tough. Okay, Friday's one of them.
Oh yeah, Ice Cube.
And I would have to say History of the World Part 1.
That's actually a great film. That
Yeah,
was Mel Brooks, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks. And then
Drum roll.
I'll throw in The Rock just because it's just so...
Oh, the Rock with
Nick
Sean
Cage
Connery
and Sean
yeah.
Connery.
Oh my God, that's actually one of the greatest movies of all time. That was before Nick Cage started like rage caging it.
Yeah, exactly. That's when Nick Cage was still pretty good.
Like he was still taking himself at least kind of seriously.
Yeah, exactly. And you have Sean Connery, so it's Sean Connery.
You can't sell a movie without Sean.
Oh gosh.
Sean Connery is definitely not one of my favorite like actors, but he's definitely one of my favorite like personality characters
He's
in
a
the
good
world.
Comic relief.
Yeah, I mean he's
especially in that movie.
like he's not exactly like the best person in the world because he said it's okay to hit a woman with an open fist.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, you're that kind of person."
Yeah.
Well, your characters are cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't get past the accent.
No, gosh, but yeah, that
did you ever watch Highlander?
I don't think I have.
Okay. Like the Highlander movies is amazing. It's great, fantastic. And then the show. There's a Highlander show that was aired during like, you know, daytime television during like the mid-90s or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It was up there with like Xena, Warrior Princess, Lucy Lawless,
okay.
and
yeah, I never watched any
and
of that.
was it Hercules with Kevin Sorbo? Any of
Oh,
those
wow.
shows?
No.
Did you watch any of those?
No.
Oh man. See, like my problem is like I was raised by television. My mom was just like, "Oh, here, that thing that you like to look at."
My mom would put on, pre-recorded TV shows like Mr. Bean and
Oh, that's right.
and stuff like that.
When you could like record things off of your television.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Because she would put stuff on or movies like we would watch Carpool, that terrible movie.
Yeah. That's oh man. Oh
and
my
then
God.
there was a movie called Chase.
Chase.
And it
Starring
was
who?
what's his name? I can
Chase.
see his face. He's the big cokehead. Gosh dang it.
Here, we can look it up on the internet. So
Okay. Yeah, it's about this guy who's having a troubled time, and he goes to this gas station, and there's this lady there whose dad is like pretty much Donald Trump of Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
okay.
so he pretty much kidnaps her.
Go on.
and and they jump in her little red BMW, and they head from L.A. and they're heading towards New Mexico, because he wants to get to the border, so becomes a free man because he knows that this is like his third strike.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
he'll be locked up for life.
Oh, okay. Well, starring Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God.
And so
I had no idea. This sounds great.
And then she's like fighting him and stuff, and then they end up falling in love for each other. So it's kind of a love story.
That's a
but
classic tale of
it's so
oh, man.
bad.
Oh.
But as a kid, it was so good.
I bet, dude. I mean, I bet it's one of those movies now where it's just like, oh, that was awesome, but terrible.
Yeah. There's a scene that there was these
kind of campy.
redneck guys that were trying to catch up to the BMW and try and crash them off. And they end up flipping, and the news cameras were like, "Oh, did you catch that?" Yeah. And there's like camera guys hanging out of the van and recording it. Oh, it's just
that's
nuts.
great. So one thing that I really like about the the movie poster is Charlie Sheen's. He's holding a gun, right? But the gun, it's completely like disconnected from his body. Like it's like when a fake cat paw comes in and like off screen, it looks exactly like that.
Yeah, it's like an afterthought.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's out of scale and everything, and he has like that cool like 80s haircut.
Yeah.
It's like Flock of Seagulls a little bit right there. Oh man, that's great.
Oh, it was...
So, directed by Adam Rifkin. Let's see what else this guy did. Let's see if there's anything of like notable valor. Let's see.
Oh, Soldiers.
Small Soldiers, yeah.
That's a good one.
That is a great one.
Definite.
I missed that movie.
It was on Netflix not too long ago.
Yeah, and then they took it down.
Yeah, so I watched it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It brought back some good memories.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there aren't that many movies
No.
by him recognizably, Small Soldiers and Chase. But I mean, he also made Underdog, but you saw that, really. Did you see Underdog? I didn't see Underdog. It looked terrible. It looked terrible.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
No, it was I don't know. I think it was like that resurgence of like any classic character coming back.
Yeah.
And it was just poorly executed, I think.
To me, it looked like Daredevil the movie.
Oh man! Oh wow!
Yeah.
Ben Affleck rocked it.
Ben Affleck.
He rocked it. What was the actress?
I don't remember. I just remember seeing it in theaters because one of my friends wanted to see it.
Yeah.
So I went with them. And I just walked out of the theaters going, why did I waste my time?
Okay, yeah. So Elektra was the counterpart movie to that.
Okay.
And the movie was well shot, but there's a lot of just like training footage.
Oh.
There's a lot of training footage for her. Okay, Jennifer Garner was the actress, and I think she actually continued to go on to do Elektra.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That might be one to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it was definitely like a girl power movie, though. It's like it's like empowering women and whatnot. Because lady superhero, we didn't really have any up until then. Like we had Wonder Woman, but
Catwoman.
But like, let's face it, Catwoman, like the Catwoman in like the Batman films that we have, like, okay,
yeah,
they've been a little subpar,
like The Dark Knight Rises.
Ugh. Oh my God. Talk about a broken movie. Oh jeez. Okay, so one of the main things that I didn't like about that is like, okay, Bane. The original Bane, his name is Antonio Diego. He's Spanish. He's supposed to sound like this.
Not British.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the British voice is a little voice. He sounds like he has money. And his strength mechanism that gave him his strength and powers, it was like a backpack type deal with like hoses that went into his muscles and and injected into him, and that was like a really, really cool, visceral, awesome way to make like a really like overpowerful villain.
Yeah.
And if you ripped out the hoses from his back, the liquid would just go everywhere, and he'd start getting weak, and he'd start getting small on one side and whatnot. So he's vulnerable.
Yeah.
Now, in Dark Knight Rises, right? Bane is like the polar opposite of what the original character was, because the hosing system was on his mask.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, that's dumb. It's more of a life support system.
See, when I saw it, I thought, because I didn't really realize that because I didn't read the comic books. I just like Batman because he's awesome.
Yeah.
But, so when I saw that, for me not knowing actually what that was representing, I thought of Hannibal Lecter.
Okay. Yeah. That's a different.
He's got the thing on his, the muzzle on his mask.
Yeah.
And, and Silence of the Lambs being one of my favorite movies. I didn't put
great
that
film.
in there because I wasn't thinking about it, but
It's okay. Anthony Hopkins, he doesn't really come out at you.
Well, and when in high school, when I would tell people that was my favorite movie, they would look at me like, "There's something wrong with this kid. I might want to, be friendly to him because he might try and kill me or whatever."
He's gonna try and eat my brain.
And it's not that way at all. It's just such a good movie.
Yeah, no, it's genuinely like from beginning to end, it's like a completely finished product.
Absolutely.
It's great, and it's not necessarily a horror movie or a thriller. It's it's a movie that makes your brain think.
Exactly.
And then makes your brain feel weird just because of what's happening. And it's great. Like, it's really rare nowadays that a movie or any film has that kind of impact.
Or even a TV show.
Yeah. Like all TV shows now are just like really pretty video games based around comic book heroes and the people around them.
Or they're all reality shows that are just not even exactly what the people are living.
The moment one time I actually felt one of my IQ points burn away.
Oh, God.
It was when I had this girlfriend at the time, and she made me watch Jersey Shore.
Oh, I love that show.
Okay, it was when Snooky,
Snooki?
Yeah, that bitch, when she got punched in the face by a guy.
Oh, yeah, I was watching that episode the other night.
You're terrible, man.
No, because I just wanted to relive on
the horror.
How I enjoyed the show. Because I just thought I just enjoyed watching the people interact with each other.
Oh, God.
And so...
Oh, man.
So it was, I was like, I remember that episode pretty well because I just saw it.
Oh, man. Yeah, like, oh, wow. Like at that point, I actually had to like go outside, like look up at the stars and like take a deep breath. So I was like, wow, that was too much.
It's better than watching The Real Housewives.
You know what? I see your Real Housewives, and I raise you, what is it? Desperate Housewives. Desperate Lane. I love that show. Those are some badass bitches, man. Those are some awesome ladies.
Now, I watched The Real Housewives of New Jersey after one of them was on The Apprentice, just because she kept saying, or the people on the show kept saying how Teresa would flip tables. So it was like, I want to see how crazy this bitch was. Okay. So I watched that show just because I wanted to watch her flip out.
Oh, no.
And just to watch Italian bitches just go after each other.
Yeah, you know what?
Not Italian.
They were
New Jersey wannabe Italian.
Yeah, so like Jersey has like made like a cookie cutter for certain humans.
Yeah. I have nothing against the people in New Jersey.
No. Like people in New Jersey, in Hoboken, Red Bank, whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's all good. It's all gravy. There's good people there. It's not the best area in the world, but it does give people like a sense of over entitlement in some areas.
Yeah.
And it the entitlement being like, I'm entitled to be a fucking asshole.
Well, we kind of have that here in LA too.
We have it everywhere. It's just like it concentrates in certain cities and areas. So you really
if you go to Malibu. Okay, I went down Rodeo Drive.
I say Mali, you say boo.
Malibu. No, but I went down Rodeo Drive in my old car, and my old car is nothing to look at.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like this old broken down Chevy. So I'm going down, and I feel like I am Axel Foley in Beverly Hills Cop.
Yes.
Because everyone,
rolling around with your beater.
Yeah, everyone around me is, in Mercedes and, nice cars. There's a Bugatti Veyron just parked.
Oh, man.
And here I am following, the Star tour bus, because LA's a tourist attraction.
Yeah, terrible.
So I'm following it, waving at them. They're not looking at me because they don't know who I am.
Just say you're Billy Idol.
Yeah, exactly. so
he would be driving an old Chevy.
So I was laughing because I stood out.
Yeah, of course you did.
Because I look like a complete peasant driving down Rodeo Drive.
You pull up to any valet parking. You tell the valet guy, "Hey, watch yourself. I counted the pennies in the ashtray."
Gosh.
No, you actually have to like open the door for him. No, it's like you have to start it like this. You have to jiggle the keys a little bit, give it a little bit of gas.
I actually had to do that.
Oh my god!
I actually had to do that. And to roll out the window, you have to beat the door just to roll the windows up. I mean,
oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's a complete jalopy.
Oh my god! You have like you have a cartoon car basically.
Yeah.
You have the car from The Simpsons.
Pretty much.
This car was made in Guatemala out of old Soviet tanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
It was funny. And I just went down there because my friend and I went to Roscoe's in Pasadena, and we were like,
oh, nice.
Let's go to L.A. because we're almost there. So it's like, let's go to Rodeo Drive because I've never done it.
Yeah. just to see what it's like.
And then we went to down Hollywood Boulevard and just
oh, awesome.
Looking for Spider-Man so we can throw a cup at him. Since what he did to Rob Dyrdek was kind of effed up.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, God. That was terrible. But you know what? If you go down there, you'll probably see like 4 Spider-Men.
Oh, I know.
Like,
it's so funny.
Like Spider-Man, like Master Chief from Halo.
Yeah.
You'll see like a Buzz Lightyear.
And you'll see Charlie Chaplin and Superman.
Charlie Chaplin is actually, he's one of the reoccurring characters from
he is.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while.
Oh, gosh.
He or she, I think one of them was a girl.
Yeah, that area is... My mom says the Venice is bad, to people watch. I say Hollywood Boulevard is the place to go because you've got all these people from all over the world in one little spot.
Not only that, but a lot of them just like live on top of each other.
True.
Like,
yeah, because you've got Sunset Boulevard not too far.
Yeah, and there's a lot of apartments there, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of apartments up and down those streets.
Yeah.
I used to work out there, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a tattoo parlor.
Oh, okay.
But I wasn't there that long because I lived in Glendora, and going from Glendora to LA every day wasn't working out for me.
Yeah. No, I know the pain. I'm commuting from Claremont to Glendale just about every week.
There you go. Yeah. So we live in California, beautiful Southern California. That's hot and dry
and full of traffic.
I thought you were gonna say full of trash. I was like,
no. Well, we have that too.
Oh man.
And no water.
Yeah. Oh man. Actually, earlier I was watching a video of it was simply titled "Lock Up Your Daughters." This guy's a badass, and it's like a really fat like nerd guy, nerd virgin with like swords and like hatchets, and he's just destroying bottles of water.
What?
Like whole bottles of he went through hundreds of bottles of water. In one of them, he dressed up like a ninja, and he took a sword to an entire case of water bottles.
What the hell?
Yeah, and this guy's really trying to take himself seriously, and there's epic game music like bum 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 bum.
I can see. Is there a YouTube video of him? Because all I'm picturing is the big chubby guy that was the Star Wars guy that was throwing around the swords or whatever. Not the swords, but I think it was a broomstick.
Yeah, it was broomsticks, and you're absolutely right. That's it to a T.
Oh, no way!
Lock up your daughters.
Hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husbands.
Even the husbands are like, ooh, look at that.
Oh gosh, that's too good.
It's amazing. I'll show you this. I'll show you the video now, and you should go look for it somewhere if you feel like it. Let's tie this up, and then I'll show you that video.
All right,
so,
sounds good.
This has been VHS Vice. I am Diego Serratos,
and I am Kurtis Burow.
This has been a great journey.
This was fun.
and join us again for another VHS Vice podcast at any time that you feel or any time that it's uploaded. Until then, good VHS to you.